When we heard that the foundation would be receiving the 2024 Norwood Award, we were absolutely delighted and thrilled and very humbled to be accepting this on behalf of John M. Wolff. He was a very early entrepreneur, began printing at the age of about 10 years old with a little rubber type kit that he was given as a gift.
He had a hard time getting a bank to give him the money to start, but he wouldn't give up.
Because he was only 15 years old.
Yeah, his father wouldn't give the money either. You're not old enough for this. But finally, he got somebody give him the money just to start with.
His future brother-in-law co-signed for him at the age of, I believe, 15 and a half. And the company that he had worked for, the printing company he had worked for, was expanding, throwing out a lot of their stuff. And as he put it, that was really the genesis of the Wolff Printing Company at that time, was the 3 fonts of secondhand type, a couple old presses, and away he went. And I believe that a lot of the impetus for his work and working so hard was so that he could leave a legacy, not just for his family, but for everyone whose lives he touched as well. But John M. Wolff, as a philanthropist, was a very, very interesting process to watch. He learned from a survey that there was indeed a problem with elder living. They weren't properly supported. A lot of older people were lonely. They didn't have a secure plan for how they would age. So what he would do is he would learn of a need, in very pragmatic fashion, figure out how best to meet that need. In 1958, the Edith Wolff Hall, named for John M. Wolff's mother and wife, both named Edith, opened as a wing at the new Bethesda Dilworth campus. And I believe that even though he always had this in him to solve a problem when he sees it, much like my darling husband, Edith was having him take on bigger projects than he may have normally otherwise. He joined the board in the early 1950s, served as chairman of the building fund drive, in which during that time he raised more than $1.75 million earmarked to build a new building. That is over $18 million in today's money.
Gramps knew a good idea when he heard one. If she told him a good idea, he would do it.
And she was very intelligent and philanthropic in her own right. And it's always wonderful to hear she gets the recognition she deserves. I think John M. Wolff would be absolutely delighted to hear about the progress that Bethesda Dilworth has made today, encompassing so many other things after his involvement. The Rehab and Therapy Center, memory care for seniors with dementia, assisted living, and independent living villa homes. He would be very pleased to see how things have grown with Bethesda Dilworth and how advances in technology for today's services have even exceeded his wildest dreams about what could be available today.
Grandpa's really, he wanted way ahead of things, and when you guys are doing new things, he would have liked that a lot, I think. If he wanted to try new things, he would have been okay with that.
Being a part of supporting Bethesda for almost 70 years through the John M. Wolff Foundation gives me hope that oftentimes there can be a sense of stability in the world.
I guess the last thing I want to say to you guys is I also feel really humble for you guys to think that we were that good. Thank you.
Well, it was all John M. Wolff, honey. We're just the beauty behind the brains, okay?